Chapter 1. The Savage Tiger Attack. Imagine this. It's night, pitch dark. You're all alone in the middle of the jungle. And somewhere out there, you start hearing the growls of hungry tigers, getting closer and closer. The only thing between you and them is a thin piece of tent fabric. One wrong move, one tear, and death is right there, waiting for you. That's exactly what happened to Casey Anderson. Casey runs a YouTube channel called Endless Venture, where he films his outdoor adventures, exploring the wild, facing different animals, sometimes even the dangerous ones. He's a brave guy, no doubt, but what happened in this video was nothing like anything he'd faced before. It turned into a nightmare, one that dragged on, second by second, bringing him closer to death. In July 2025, Casey and his friend Riley set off to the Babai River Valley in Nepal. At first, they were full of energy, laughing, joking, excited about their next big adventure. But they had no idea of the dark fate that was waiting for them, deep inside that remote wilderness.
Path. We're headed to one of the most remote regions of the Bardia National Park area, a place called the Babai River Valley. There's only one road in here, and it's the road that we're on right now, and it is a rough one. This road accesses some very remote military camps, and that's the only people that are coming back here. The Terai region is the area of the floodplain where we spend most of our time tracking tigers, and now we've gone north, more up into the Himalayan foothills. It's kind of where that floodplain meets the Himalayas. And this area is filled with all kinds of crazy wildlife, sloth bears, potentially clouded leopards, big herds of elephants, tigers, everything.
When they finally reached their campsite, they built a fire and set up their tents. Everything seemed calm until night fully settled in. That's when their uninvited guest showed up, a wild tiger out hunting for food. And that night was about to become one of the hardest nights of Casey's entire life.
Wow. Two of them. Hear that? That's tigers calling to each other. I'm in my tent. And the tigers are talking out there tonight. It's awesome to know there's tigers just outside of camp, and at the same time it's kind of freaky.
But that was just the beginning. The tigers weren't done yet, not even close. By midnight, the real nightmare began. Every sound outside the tent made their hearts stop. Every growl reminded them how close death really was. They'd die of fear 100 times before the sun even thought of rising.
Hear the alarm calls from a gentle deer. They're coming from back there. Alarm calls. Again, something's out there. The gentle make very specific alarm calls towards tigers, and that is the tiger alarm call.
That means there's definitely a tiger right by camp right now. Yeah. They don't alarm unless there's a tiger. So there must be a tiger right by camp right now.
Now, there was no doubt anymore. The tigers were right there, circling them. Only one question remained. Would Casey and his friend live long enough to see the sunrise again? The next morning, unbelievably, they woke up alive. When they finally stepped outside the tent, what they saw froze them in place. Fresh tiger tracks, just a few meters away. That tiger could have attacked at any moment, but somehow, life decided to give them one more chance. After that night, one thing's for sure. They'll never go camping again in a place like that without serious preparation. Have you ever had a close encounter with a wild animal? Tell us in the comments. The tiger attack could have easily ended their lives, but wild animals act on instinct. They don't always mean to hurt humans. Still, there's something far scarier than any wild creature out there. It's facing another human being, someone who knows exactly what they're doing, and their only goal is to hurt you. Camping alone in the woods at night is already risky. But imagine being a young woman, and when you scream for help, no one's there to hear you. Now add a twisted, obsessed stalker following you through the dark. That's exactly what happened to Jenna in the next video. A terrifying experience that turned her life into a lifelong nightmare.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. It really helps us out. We're just at the beginning of this journey, and your support is what keeps the darkness alive. Our next goal is 10,000 subscribers, and with your help, we'll bring you even higher quality and far more disturbing videos. Don't miss what's coming next.
Chapter 2. The Stalker's Attack on a Beautiful Camper. Jenna is a young woman who runs a YouTube channel called Jenna Alexis, where she usually shares peaceful, relaxing camping videos, the kind that make you want to pack up and head into nature yourself. But this time, things were different. In November 2024, Jenna decided to challenge herself to do something new. She picked a forest deep inside Crownland, wanting a more raw, wild experience. What she didn't know was that this one decision would turn into a living nightmare, one that would ruin her camping trip and push her to the edge of pure terror. That morning started like any other. She packed her gear, full of energy, excited for a perfect camping day. When she arrived, she started unloading her stuff, setting up the tent, completely unaware it might be the last time she'd ever do it.
So I'm out here on Crownland and I'm going to do a little bit of a bushcraft camp out today. I have my backpack with my sleeping kit and my cooking kit. I have my tarp and some pegs, and I have the forest. It's a really warm day today. I'm already hot.
She kept chopping small branches, collecting wood for the fire, preparing her tent. The forest was calm, too calm, the kind of silence that feels wrong. It was like she had the whole place to herself. But was she really alone? Or were there eyes watching her from behind the trees?
Or I nail them into the ground. And then popping some rocks on top of the peg just to seal it in. Cute. So this is it from the back. The weather's supposed to be beautiful tonight. We don't have any wind or rain or anything on the forecast, so this should work just fine. This is it from the inside.
Then, out of nowhere, something happened that made her blood run cold. A white SUV slowly pulled up near her campsite. A strange man got out and just stared at her. No words, no smile, just stared. Then he drove off. Creepy, right? But here's the thing. Jenna had already seen that exact same man earlier that day, not long after she first arrived at the forest. There was no way this was a coincidence. She was scared, confused, trying to stay calm, until the man came back, again. He just sat there in his SUV, staring, and left. By then, everything was crystal clear. This wasn't some random hiker, this was a stalker, and he'd chosen his target. Maybe he already had his plan in motion, and was just waiting for the right moment to strike. Jenna didn't waste any time. She knew she had to act, now.
I'm not even taking the time to pack up nicely because I just want to get out of here. Okay, goodbye to the campsite that once almost was.
But where was that man now? Had she waited too long to leave? Was he hiding somewhere, watching her every move? As she walked toward her van, every single step felt heavier. That horrible feeling, like someone's right behind you, wouldn't go away. Her heart was pounding, her mind racing. Would she make it to the van in time, or was it already too late?
This is where he pulled out to, and he literally took a look at me and turned around and pulled out. But I know it was the same car. It was like a white SUV with a bag over the back of his window, and he turned around and I saw that same bag. So yeah, I'm fucking out of here. Even if I'm coming back to my van. Okay, back of the van. That was a mad dash. Luckily it's not dark out just yet, so I'm gonna head home. I don't like driving in the dark, but like even in the van, I don't really want to sleep out here.
She jumped into her van, started the engine, and tore out of there as fast as she could. Luckily, the stranger never reappeared, and Jenna got away unharmed. But the questions in her head wouldn't stop. Maybe he wasn't dangerous after all. Maybe she was just overthinking. Or maybe he was dangerous. And if he'd come back one more time, she wouldn't be alive to tell the story. Either way, she'd never really know. And that uncertainty, that endless what if, became the nightmare that haunted her long after that night. Jenna was lucky. Her instincts saved her, because sometimes you don't get that chance. Sometimes it's already too late. You're trapped inside a cabin, and there's no one around to hear your screams. Just like what happened to the poor couple in our next video, where they had to fight for their lives, barehanded, against a hungry bear staring at them through a thin glass window. Alone, no signal, no help. And what happened next was beyond terrifying. Chapter 3: The Polar Bear's Midnight Attack. Nature, before anything else, belongs to the animals, but humans, we've ignored that fact for way too long. And sometimes we end up paying a heavy price for it, just like what happened to Felix and his wife in this terrifying video. The footage was uploaded to the YouTube channel Northern Light, Felix Saint-Aubin, in July 2018. Felix and his wife wanted a quiet, romantic getaway, a cozy night together in a small cabin deep in the mountains. At first, everything was perfect. They cooked, they laughed, they enjoyed their day together. It was one of those peaceful moments that make life feel simple and safe. But when midnight came, something they could never have imagined came for them, turning their sweet little trip into a nightmare they would never forget. They woke up to strange, heavy noises outside the cabin, and what they saw made their blood freeze. A polar bear.
Tekohan igara musi. Man ubenet teku. O teko arga. Kal.
Okay, hello, himania ma.
Mungala. Kal.
Suvi.
Sia. Uning aktor ya kapijo.
That late at night, it couldn't have been there by accident. Impossible. That massive starving creature had come looking for food, and it looked like it had already chosen its prey. The only thing separating Felix and his wife from that bear was a single thin sheet of glass. Their hands were trembling, their voices shaky as they whispered to each other. They didn't know what to do. Should they try to scare the bear away, or stay completely silent and hope it would leave on its own? Was that beautiful romantic night about to become their last one alive? There was nothing to do but wait and pray for morning. They climbed back into bed, pretending to sleep, but the fear, the tension, it wouldn't let them close their eyes. When Felix finally opened his eyes at sunrise and walked toward the cabin window, he froze. What he saw made his heart stop. The bear was back. They had survived the night, but the nightmare was far from over. No one knew if the animal had stayed nearby the whole time or if it had returned after sunrise. Either way, they were trapped. Their phones had no signal, and the cabin was surrounded. The bear kept circling outside, sniffing, pacing, and Felix could do nothing but record, his heart pounding so hard it felt like it might burst through his chest. The video cuts off there, leaving one haunting question. What happened to them next? Did they escape unharmed? How long were they trapped inside that cabin? Or did the bear finally find its way in? What do you think? Have you ever had a close encounter with a bear before? At least Felix wasn't alone. Having his wife by his side made the fear a little more bearable. Because when you're alone out there, that's when things can get truly horrifying. Just like in the next story, where Ashley, camping by herself, finds out she's not alone in the woods after all. She runs for her life, terrified, desperate to escape. But sometimes, by the time you try to run, it's already too late. Chapter 4: The Last Camp in the Haunted Mountains. Ashley and Lewis are two brothers from the UK who run a YouTube channel called Brothers Wild, where they post videos about camping, traveling, exploring, and sometimes their paranormal adventures. Usually it's the two of them together. But in November 2023, a video went up on their channel that shocked everyone who read the description. My first solo camping trip and my worst experience ever. It was supposed to be Ashley's first solo adventure, a simple night out in nature, but it turned into something far darker, something that nearly cost him his life. Ashley headed out to the Cadair Berwyn Mountains in North Wales. He didn't want to take too many risks, so he picked a spot not too far from local villages, just to be safe. After all, this was his first time camping alone, and he didn't want anything unexpected to happen. But as it turned out, things would go way beyond anything he could have imagined. Things that would make him regret ever setting foot on that mountain. He'd even gotten several warnings from his viewers, people telling him that going there alone was a terrible idea. But he ignored them. He wanted to prove himself, to see if he could handle a night alone in the wild. After hiking for a while through the woods at the base of the mountain, Ashley finally found a good spot to set up his tent and gear.
Guys, I'm elevated away from the river, and I don't think anyone's going to be walking up here. There's a nice bit of flat here, but that is cover. The river's just behind. I can't see anyone, or dog walkers for that fact. Walking up here, I'm so out of breath. Just trying to find a place. So yeah, I'm gonna set up here, guys. It's gonna be my spot tonight. So I've managed to get the tent up. Wind's starting to pick up now. What I'm gonna do, sort all this out, get my bedding down, and then I'm gonna have to try and find some firewood.
He gathered some firewood, started a small campfire, cooked some food, and talked to the camera about the place and how things were going. But as the sun went down, the temperature dropped, and a heavy, eerie silence began to take over the forest. It's the kind of atmosphere that would make even an experienced camper uneasy, let alone someone who's spending their first night completely alone. He tried to keep calm, to shake off the feeling, but you could see the fear slowly creeping into his face. Then, suddenly, something happened. A strange noise echoed through the darkness, sharp enough to make his heart skip a beat.
Money on this, but I don't need to spend hundreds and thousands of pounds to do this. That was weird. That literally sounded like someone coming down. Hundreds and thousands of pounds to do this. That scared me actually. Hello? It sounded like someone's slipping down here. Ooh.
What was that sound? Was it just his imagination? Or was there actually something out there, watching him, waiting for the perfect moment to strike? And if so, what did it want? Could Ashley's first solo camp turn into his last? Throughout the night, he kept hearing strange noises again, faint but unsettling. Yet he made another mistake. He ignored them and crawled back into his tent, trying to get some sleep. But sleep wasn't going to come that easy.
Hopefully I can get some decent sleep tonight. So, I'm out of whiskey, the fire is out, and I'm ready for sleep. Right guys, I'm gonna get some rest. If anything happens, I'll let you know. Good night.
In the middle of the night, he woke up to a horrifying sound. Something loud, unnatural, and close enough to make him jump.
So even though I'm solo camping, it's quite nice, it's like quite relaxed. Just had a phone call from my brother now. He's in Chicago, obviously, so it would have been nice. Ah! What the hell was that? What? Go away!
Panicking, Ashley unzipped the tent and stumbled out, slipping through the mud as he tried to run, his flashlight shaking in his trembling hands.
Fuck. I just need to get out of here. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I got stuck in quick mud. Fuck me. Oh, the panic is unreal. I don't even know where I am. Right, so try and find your bearings, Ash. Oh, shit. Where are we? Where are we? That way? I don't know even. It's not that way. Shit, where am I? Fuck, I can't see a thing. It's not that way. It's not that way, is it? No. Shit. Oh, it's freezing. Wow. It's fucking crazy.
He was mumbling half words, too shocked to think straight, trying to see what was going on. But he couldn't find anything. Still, somehow, he managed to get out of there alive.
I finally managed to get out.
Ashley was lucky, very lucky. Because if he hadn't run when he did, who knows what could have happened that night. This experience showed that camping alone, even in a place that seems safe, can turn into a fight for survival once darkness falls. A simple camping trip can turn into a real-life nightmare. But imagine something even worse, a haunted, abandoned hospital, one where dozens of people have died, a place where dried blood still stains the walls, and the air feels thick with something unnatural. If you ever step inside a place like that, you're not just exploring, you're walking straight into the arms of death. And once you're in, getting out might be impossible, just like what happens in the next video. Chapter 5. The Haunted Hospital of Nevada. No one wants to be alone in a psychiatric hospital at night, especially when that hospital's been abandoned for years and filled with real terrifying stories. In places like that, anything can happen, just like what happened to Sam and Colby. On July 22nd, 2018, Sam and Colby, the creators behind the channel known for exploring haunted places and filming creepy adventures, went somewhere no one had dared to go for years, the Nevada County Hospital. A decaying pitch-black building said to be haunted by strange noises and unexplained shadows. At first, they thought it'd just be another spooky challenge, but this trip would turn into one of the scariest nights of their lives.
We're going to this place called the Nevada County Hospital, and it has some very, very haunting history.
We say like we're gonna have a scary experience a lot, but this is gonna be like Like, we might be murdered. Speaking of that, a couple years back, there has been murders in this building. And if you look up this building, all the inside pictures have like blood on the walls and all these things. Literally, this is just in the middle of a forest.
Yeah, nowhere near civilization, really. Basically, what happened was back in 2001, there was a mentally ill patient here. He went crazy and ended up shooting and killing 2 people. And so they say that it's very haunted, very satanic place. Like Sam was saying, there's like blood on the walls, maybe still. Ever since then, it's basically been abandoned.
Near the entrance, they spot a man standing beside a truck. Looked like another explorer.
Look, you took a look. Okay, it looks like they're doing a photo shoot. They have like a big light pointed towards the front of the building. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. You just want to like go over there and be like, yo, what's up? This is like one of the first times we ran into other explorers.
He warned them about the place, said things that should have made them turn around right there, but they didn't. Their curiosity pushed them inside, a mistake that would soon lead them straight into a waking nightmare.
You get in there.
Ever seen anything in here?
No, but I know the stories. Basically, this used to be an old mental hospital built in 1860. This side's where they housed all the mental ill people. If you go in there, everything is still the way it was. Almost like they just left. Up and
No
left.
way.
Some girl committed suicide by jumping out of the 3rd story over there.
Right here?
Not that window, but on the other side, one of those windows. And then some guy went crazy and started shooting up this place.
I heard about that one.
He also went down to Lyons and killed the manager or the cook.
Dang. Do you know why the light's on in here?
Underneath, you can't get in up here. That's the maintenance room. Somebody busted in the door and just went in.
Recently, the light's still on.
Yeah, as long as you don't get caught, you can do whatever you want. Just don't destroy things, because that kind of like...
Yeah, we don't ever destroy anything.
The sheriff doesn't care if you're on the property, as long as you're not inside. But if you go inside, as long as nobody knows, it's fine.
Well, thank you guys.
Well, thank you very much, yeah.
And from what I hear, it is haunted.
Once inside, the silence was suffocating. No echo, no wind, just the sound of their own breathing. Bloodstains on the doors looked disturbingly fresh, and the walls were covered with twisted drawings and messages. Every step made them feel like something bad was about to happen, and if it did, there'd be no easy way out.
I mean, there's arrows everywhere telling you like where to go.
Okay, yeah.
But no, you can't see the dust, but still. This place is covered in asbestos, apparently, so...
That's good that you can't see the dust. That means it's probably not that thick. Oh, God.
Ninja Sam.
It does smell really, really bad. We should make this quick either way.
Blood. Stairs.
Dude.
What? They headed down the stairwell. The walls were smeared with dried blood and threatening words, and out of the corner of their eyes, it looked like shadows were moving, as if someone or something was watching them from afar.
What the f is that? What? Oh my god. No, that's not real.
That can't be real.
It can't be real.
It's not.
That's paint. It has to be.
That just, I don't know why, but I'm like literally just frozen. Dude, I'm not getting good vibes from this at all. I haven't gotten scared much about these things. This does not give me a good vibe at all.
Okay, well, let's just keep moving.
Keep hearing stuff like outside. Dude, the people that would do this down here would not care to attack 2 little kids. I'm actually legitimately terrified. The only thing that helps is all these toxins. They're a little sliver of hope, you know? Dude. No, I get back. If we just get out right now, there's no way.
Guys, this place is massive. She's back. Anna.
Then suddenly, something slammed against the wall. A deep, heavy thud echoed through the empty halls. They should have left right then, but they didn't. That one bad choice would cost them peace of mind for months.
Why does this get...
Were you making a deep noise?
No.
Walk right where you were. Dude, that was not the noise I just heard.
What'd you hear?
I just heard like a rustling.
Oh my god.
I really need to figure out where the exit is. Oh, there it is.
There we go. Oh, see? We just made it back.
Okay, perfect.
That was it. That's where we came in. Is that caution tape?
Yeah, that is.
Let's go in here.
Restricted areas. Dude, yeah, that's bad. Here, come out first. This is insane. This is all still here.
The people died here.
Yo.
Yeah.
The door right next to you says get out.
Hail Satan.
There's so many satanic things.
Set fire to the world.
This kind of reminds me of that room, that pink room in Kansas.
With the girl that committed suicide.
Yeah.
In the closet.
And that one guy just said outside, out at the second story, which we're on right now, that some girl committed suicide. If so many people died here, this is kind of weird.
They need to flush the toilet over here.
Oh my god, they need to learn how to freaking flush the toilet.
Did you hear that?
I heard the same thing.
You heard that same thing. Okay, let's go this way.
That's what I'm saying. You heard that? I said there was.
It was a thud.
It sounds literally like someone's like walking.
Or like a, no, it was like a, I don't know.
It was like something hit the wall.
Okay, yeah, let's just keep going.
I don't know, man, about this. This one out of everything is like giving me creeps, even though we're trying to make jokes out of it.
The strange activity was just beginning. On the walls, arrows and strange symbols were painted, like something was guiding them toward the basement, toward a place where much worse things were waiting.
Make jokes out of it. It's like it's all leading to like this long corridor. And all the arrows are. You know what?
What?
The first thing that this was a morgue. This is leading us to the basement.
We were just in the basement. I just want to get away from that room, because like...
Yeah, Sam, let's just get out of here. As long as we know where the exit is, just keep that in mind.
A faint light flickered in the distance. They didn't know if it was a way out or a deadly trap. By the time they realized it was too late, they followed it straight to a broken staircase.
I feel not safe at all, dude.
Turn off the light, turn off the light. Did you see that? What? Can you see it?
There.
There's another light.
What do we do?
Let's only use that one for now, okay?
Why in the world would there be a light in here? Wait, there's a breaker system back there. Maybe there actually is power to this place. What if it's those other explorers?
There's a red light right there. Usually red lights mean sensors. I don't think we should go this way.
Okay, so you see the red light, and then there's the what we think might be a maintenance room.
It has to be the maintenance room because that's where all the breakers are. Somebody was patrolling this and like keeping it, you know.
And didn't he say, like, since it's pretty easy to get into, didn't he say there was other people there?
Yeah, so I bet you anything that's like where people stay. Like that's the headquarters, so we should probably not go.
Look at us being smart for the first time.
Oh my gosh, look at this, dude.
Oh.
Half the stairs were destroyed, almost like someone had purposely made sure no one could go up there. But Sam and Colby didn't turn back. They climbed anyway. A huge mistake. Each step took them deeper into danger.
Oh my gosh. They literally blocked off the entrance.
They blocked this off for a reason. It's like even taped off.
At the top, they reached a room, the very one where a girl had taken her own life years ago. The smell of decay and dread hung thick in the air. They hesitated at the doorway, whispering, searching for any clues. But even looking at the walls made their fear grow stronger.
That door was heavy as shit. Dude, if we're on the other side of the building, and he said it was the other side where she jumped off, like, any of these windows could be where she jumped off.
That window just has a handle to push open.
Finally, they decided to head back toward where they came from. But that's when they heard it. Another sound. Closer, louder. And this time, it felt like whatever was there wanted them gone.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Let's keep going, let's keep going. Every single time we hear that thud, it is very close. Dude, you wanna know something kind of weird? I don't know if you're feeling this too, but like I can like hear my heartbeat in my ears. Like, boom, 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 boom.
I have no explanation for that, other than it's just so incredibly quiet in here and ear.
On their way out, they noticed ropes, gloves, scarves scattered on the floor. Every object they touched felt like a warning, whispering, "Get out!" But it was already too late.
Point to that door.
Oh my gosh. Amanda M got raped here. Ropes, gloves? There's a scarf, there's a...
This was right where the pillow and the blanket was, dude.
Let's go.
A sudden crash echoed right beside them. Something heavy hit the ground. Without a second thought, Sam and Colby bolted for the exit. They sprinted down the stairs as something followed close behind. They couldn't see it, but they could hear its breathing.
That was way too loud. Oh, yeah, this is the bloody wall. Oh my gosh.
Finally, they burst out of the hospital and ran toward their car. They hit the gas, flying down the empty road. But even then, the fear didn't fade. The noises, the writings, the murals, even the abandoned houses around them, it all made their blood run cold. Even miles away, they couldn't shake the feeling that something was still chasing them.
That one was way louder.
That one was so close. I want to throw up right now. We were up there at one point. We walked this entire thing.
Okay, go. All right, so we literally just got out of there. Holy crap. I hope you guys heard that. I hope that was audible on camera because it was like literally right next to us. I don't know how to explain that feeling.
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, so we saw the ropes, we saw like gloves, and then girls' clothes. We've been hearing thuds all night up the stairs, and then the one that was like, it was literally right behind us.
It was a thud. It kept getting closer and closer and closer. And then right as we went to that rape room, I don't know what else to call it, it was like right next to Colby. There was noises like with us, but there was nobody else there. Out of every single place that we've ever explored, that gave me the worst vibes out of all of them. I'm pretty skeptical of this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, well, it's confident. We've done these exploring videos before, but when I was in there, I was like afraid. Anyway, guys, that was probably the scariest video we've done in months.
Don't go to this place. Like, this is, it gave me the worst vibes, yeah.
That night was, without a doubt, one of the most terrifying nights of their lives. Every sound in the street, every flicker of a light afterward, brought them right back to what they saw inside that hospital. Running away was just part of it. The horror stayed with them. Now, let's move on to the final story, and maybe the most terrifying one yet. Chapter 6. Mass Escape from Death.
On Labor Day morning, 5th of May 1947, Customs Department staff and their families left Brisbane Central Railway Station for a holiday picnic at Closeburn. After short stops at Middleton and Ferny Grove stations, the 7-carriage train began the slow climb over Camp Mountain Knob. Downhill from the knob, the train gathered speed and started to sway alarmingly, heading into a left-hand curve 20 miles per hour too fast. The locomotive tender overturned, pulling the locomotive off the track and into an embankment. The first 2 carriages telescoped into the overturned locomotive. In Queensland's worst train crash, 16 travellers died, including the driver and fireman, and over 30 were injured.
The YouTube channel Cat Soap usually posts all kinds of stuff. Travel vlogs, camping trips, lifestyle, even beauty content, and of course, a few paranormal investigations. But the creepiest and most watched video on their channel is the one you're watching right now. It was uploaded in August 2022. The video where what started as a fun road trip in Queensland turned into a terrifying chase for survival. A group of friends decided to hit the road for a weekend trip. Somewhere along that route, there was a place rumored to be haunted. And of course, they had to check it out. That place was near the site of the Camp Mountain Railway crash back in 1947. A tragedy that took several lives. They started their car, turned up the music, and hit the road. It was a beautiful night. Perfect for good memories and fun stories. But they had no idea that hidden within that darkness were secrets that would soon make them wish they'd never started that engine. Before long, something happened that would make them regret ever taking that road. After some laughing, dancing, and singing along to music in the car, they reached a spot where a narrow dirt path branched off the main road. And that's exactly where things began to go wrong.
This is it.
Is this it here?
Look, it literally looks like someone's driveway. Is that not a number? Like,
Private, keep out.
are you kidding me?
I don't know. Is that private, keep out on the right?
I don't know. Let's just do it. No, this feels like that time that Alice and I just fully drove up someone's driveway out in the country because we didn't realize it was a driveway. No, we've done it. We have. We've done it. We have.
No, turn around.
That's a house up there, ain't it?
It said this is where I needed to turn though.
Those are house lights up there. That's a horse paddock fence over there.
They should have listened to the signs. and to their gut. That place wasn't meant for exploring. If they didn't turn back in time, they were going to find out, the hard way. Unfortunately, that's exactly what they did. A mistake that could have made that night their last. They tried to keep the mood light with jokes and laughter, pretending everything was fine. But slowly, things began to change. The air felt heavier. That forest. It wasn't normal. Something felt off. The GPS started glitching. Phones lost signal. They didn't know if they should keep going and hope to reach their destination, or wait for the second car with their other friends to catch up. Every minute they stayed there, the danger grew stronger. Finally, both groups reunited. They got out of the cars and decided to head into the woods, toward the spot they'd been looking for. A decision they would soon wish they never made.
You don't go in? Oh, let's go in. Why don't you go in?
Well, we can. Because we get all the shit from there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll go for a walk and then we'll go back.
Yeah.
Why not?
After a few minutes of walking deeper into the forest, they froze. Something was out there, something they couldn't explain. Strange glowing lights, not flashlights, not campfires, not headlights. Nothing like that. These lights looked wrong. And whatever they were, they scared the hell out of everyone.
Yeah, I don't know what the that is.
Can you see? Yeah, you can.
Someone
You can
actually
see it. Look.
did.
No, that's me moving
Yeah.
the camera, but
You guys feel like a wolf?
It's not that far.
I'm just looking at that light.
it's getting brighter
That light's getting brighter
and it's moving.
and it's moving. Is it?
I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks.
There's
The
another
whole-
one over
all
there
those
too.
lights are moving up. Like moving forward or closer. Walking
Okay,
fast.
so this track doesn't go round that way.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, if that track doesn't go, this track doesn't go round that way. Why was it getting closer to us that way?
Okay, come up to the bridge. You guys hearing anything?
Yeah, it's getting
We
closer.
heard like that
What
light
is-
is moving.
That light.
It's like
Like someone
it's-
walking.
It's
no, but
moving
it's sort
around.
of it's staying in the same spot, but going like.
Yeah, it goes to the left.
Oh, maybe they're just looking for something down there.
No, we yelled out.
You go, oh.
We were going hello.
Did you get anything back?
No.
So does it look like a torch or does it look like something
No, it
else?
looks like a min, not a min light, but a. What's that down there? In there. What's that through there? No, where'd it go? I
Can't see
see it.
shit.
Here,
I can see
here.
it.
Right in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
After seeing those lights, they finally decided they had had enough. They turned back as choosing their lives over curiosity. But one question still remains. What were those lights? Where did they come from? Was someone, or something, sending a warning from deep within that haunted forest? There's only one way to find out. Go there yourself. So, tell me, would you spend a night in a place like that? Would you dare to find the source of those lights? And out of all 6 stories we've covered, which one's your favorite? If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're just getting started. And your support gives us the motivation to keep going.
Do you dare to watch?